I'm Steff. I am the vocalist of Xero.
I'm Jamie. I'm the guitar player from Xero.
Jordan, bass player from Xero.
My name's Alex, play drums from Xero.
And you're listening to Rhino Radio.
So I'm trying to stay dry again with the lovely gentleman and lady of Xero. How you guys doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Groovy's good.
A bit damp, but
Yeah, well, it's a festival in the UK. You cannot expect anything else.
Oh, yeah.
We had a few rays of sunshine, so we enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And you guys woke us up. So I don't know, it was difficult for me to wake up for your set early on. I don't know how it was for you. I mean, you had to play, you had to sing, you had to move around. Any preparations for that?
I don't know. I was kind of. I think I woke up at like 7:15, like quite wide awake. I think it's because in a tent you don't really get much shelter from the sun, so it kind of.
We go quite early anyway.
Get up quite early anyway.
Yeah.
We were quite excited for it, so it's kind of a bit like the morning before you go on holiday. Just a bit like, I can't really sleep. Just want to kind of do it. So it was easier than you expect, to be fair, but it's definitely the earliest we played. I think we headed over backstage at about
9.
10 at 9, yeah. So, but yeah,
And you had breakfast, no drinks, no food, just on the stage, play, and then worry about food later, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was trying to relate, but my voice at 10 a.m., you don't want to hear that. I was struggling to even brush my teeth. I was doing it with both hands. So you guys were playing, you were jumping around, but it was great. So I'm glad you guys woke up. But on that note, I mean, we're all struggling to wake up every now and then. Who's the most difficult at waking up, especially on a Saturday morning after
he was the last one up this morning. I was getting a bit worried. But yeah, no, definitely Jordan.
Tends to wake up at 2, 3 p.m. and then has a 45-minute shower as well. So you must just stand there in the hot water, just
Sleep in the shower as well.
having another nap in the shower.
Okay, well, I'm getting some great information already. But let's go down to business. You guys released an EP earlier this year?
Yeah, we did, yeah. It's called Dimensions. We released that, was that back in April?
I think it was, yeah. Was it last year? Or was it this year?
This year.
I can't remember. Honestly, it may as well be.
It was.
I think it was this year.
It was.
Yeah, it was this year.
It's been a blur. Yeah.
So I think it's the second one, right? We got Sequence.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
What's coming up next? We got a few lovely singles. There was even a video in a church.
Yeah. That was our last single.
That was last minute as well. That whole video, the whole video kind of idea was meant to be in a casino, nightclub idea. And then we booked it and they let us down on the night before the video shoot. So we were like, let's just hire the local church.
Yeah.
And it worked out
It
all
went
right.
pretty well. So
But,
we're pretty chuffed with it.
It was awesome.
So what can we expect in the near future? Is there an album in the works? Some shows, tour, something we can look up to?
We've got a single coming out on the 6th of September. And we've got a few gigs lined up around then as well. But so we're playing a gig on the 6th at the 229 in London with Alex of Xero. We're playing at Beast Fest in Kent in November. There's a few things to watch out for.
Yeah.
Plus to be an album on the horizon.
Hopefully an album.
We'll see.
We'd love to do an album.
Yeah.
But it's like you kind of have to shelve a lot of time away for it and just hammer it.
Yeah.
But one day there will be a full length album.
Oh, we'll be here waiting. Okay, I got patience. But something that I'm always curious about with new bands, are you guys looking for a label to support you? Are you looking into crowdfunding or staying independent?
We quite like the DIY aspect of it, to be fair. We've always been quite independent with the whole thing. Kind of, I don't know.
Any help is welcome.
Yeah.
It totally is. But at the same time, you want it to be the right kind of help.
Yeah.
You want it to be people who actually care about the music first, which I think that's the most important thing. Someone who just thinks the same as us.
He's on the same wavelength and that kind of thing. So I think if that means doing it DIY for a bit longer so that we'll get the right fit, then that's that's absolutely fine by us.
And I'm going to ask you about your origins. So you guys are originally, the three of you are from Newcastle? Newcastle?
We're all from Newcastle.
All of you from Newcastle. But you're not based in Newcastle anymore.
No.
So I'm going to try and wake you guys up. How did the conversation about moving out of Newcastle start? Was it just about music or about food? What pushed you out of Newcastle?
So like initially, we all decided to study at the Academy of Contemporary Music in Guildford. These three already knew each other and kind of moved down together. I was toying with the idea of staying in Newcastle, pursuing music there, or going down south and doing something different. And then I was like, well, you know, I'm kind of up for a bit of an adventure, so thought I'd give down south a try. And then moved down, and then eventually we paths crossed, and then the rest is really from there, really.
We all just, because we moved down initially with a different band, so it was kind of me and Steff, and then our original bass player didn't want to move down south, so we picked up him, moved down together with an old drummer, then the old drummer left, and then we picked him up, who happened to be from the same place.
We were 300 miles, found another Geordie.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like kind of, it just worked out though.
Yeah.
Is it an ongoing discussion in the south, in the north, that the south is where things are happening, closer to London, or is it just?
I think like people always say like, oh, you know, you have to move to make it, but I think as time goes on and as technology advances, I think that's getting less and less relevant.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you have good socials, you know, YouTube, Instagram, in this day and age, there's nothing you can't do without an internet connection. You know what I mean? Like, the internet and social media is so powerful. It doesn't really matter where you are, really, I would say.
So does that mean you're moving back to Newcastle?
I would love to move back, but I think we'd all like to move back. But it's quite nice having two kind of bases at the moment, because obviously we've got people in Newcastle and then people down south as well. So it's quite handy for like touring and stuff. We've kind of got two hometowns, which works quite well. So it's kind of difficult to get the balance between, like, if we move back, like trying not to lose the link that we've made kind of in London. I think, like Alex is saying, I think we wouldn't want to move back until we kind of got to the point where doesn't really matter where we live anyway. We just kind of move, like, touring or whatever. But yeah, possibly in the future, but not right now.
What was the biggest culture shock when you moved down south?
Price of beer.
Rent, price of rent.
Price of rent.
There's a lot more grumpy people.
Yeah.
Just in general. I'm not saying all Southerners are grumpy, but in general, everyone's kind of in fast forward. So they're in more of a rush, a bit more of a hurry. Whereas we're just like, chill out. Like.
Not to hurt anyone back home, what's the thing you miss the least about Newcastle?
Chavas. Chavs. Yeah, there's a lot of rough people. But
I think like I don't know. Doesn't matter.
There's no bad things.
I think sometimes it's quite nice to move away and have like a bit of a fresh start and meet some new people. I think, like, especially with music, like, it's nice to move down to uni and just kind of branch out a bit.
I think you forget how many new people you actually do meet.
Yeah.
Like, when you think of how long you've been here and you're like, whoa, like, I remember, like, I maybe stay in touch with a few people from, but it's almost like two separate timelines, completely, like two separate lives. Like, it's weird.
Okay, so we'll go back to the band. Anything else we need to know about you guys before we say goodbye?
Buy your old EP because we haven't made a new one yet.
Yeah. Just listen to the old music.
Check out the single coming out on the 6th of September.
Promise you'll like it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time. We'll stick around and wait for some more updates. An album, somebody falling asleep in the shower. Who knows? If future is bright. So again, thank you very much.